Hi everyone, welcome to another live stream. If you don't know me, my name is Gwen and I run another YouTube channel called Faraday Academy where I do programming tutorials and live streams, mostly Python and Vue.js JavaScript topics. So today is a continuation of building the free code camp projects live in Vue.js. So last week I did the Markdown previewer, and this week I'm going to go to the drum machine. Let me just zoom in here. So these should be linked in the description below. And you can go to my GitHub, which is at GwenF, and this is called Free Code Camp Projects Vue. And then I have each project in its own folder with a README. Yeah, so for today, I'm going to be starting a Vue app with the Vue CLI using Inkline, which is a Vue UI framework. For styling and design components, that kind of thing. And this is basically the mock-up for the drum machine. Now, I did find sounds for this already, just because I didn't want to be scrounging for sounds here. So I came up with these sounds that I edited myself, but they're in the wrong format and won't play in the browser for some reason. So I ended up getting some random sounds in this clip.js file here. So they won't sound exactly like a drum, so it's going to be more like a sound machine than a drum machine. Yeah, but that's a horse. So if anyone has better sounds, let me know. But these were the easiest. They're just MP3 files from Sound Bible, which Sound Bible has all these free sounds. Sometimes you have to give attribution, and sometimes they're public domain, so it depends which sound. Just 1 second. I'm going to pull up the chat real quick. And okay, good. Let me see who's here. If you're here, go ahead and say hi, and feel free to give me comments or recommendations as I'm going along with the live stream. This will be interesting because I generally don't work with sound in the browser when building applications, but there's also a couple other applications I want to build with sound in the future, like a music app. So hopefully, hey TechStats, hi Sassy. Yeah, thanks for joining me. Feel free to chime in as I'm programming today. All right. So yeah, there's a couple other sound apps I want to build in the future. So this should be a good project to, I guess, lean on later. So first thing, let me start here. So first thing, I need to create a Vue app. So I already have the Vue CLI installed. So I'm going to do Vue create. And let's call this drum machine. I guess it's in a folder called drum machine, so maybe I'll just call this drum app. Alright, and it should give me my options. Yeah, so let's see, do I want anything? Let me just go into manual. Do I want progressive web app support? That's easy to add later. I don't need routing, it's just going to be one page this time. Vuex, don't think so. Do I want Sass? I think I'll be okay without Sass. Let me put it in just in case. And I'm not going to do testing, so I'll use regular Dart Sass. ESLint, I'm going to do just the basic ESLint. Seems to go better in live streams when it's not giving me errors all the time. Lint on save, yeah, that's good. And then I want dedicated config files. Save the preset, no. Alright, so that's installing. What's the difference between Sass and Dart Sass? They're both implementations of Sass. I think Dart Sass is the most popular, and I want to say it's the fastest, but I'm not sure anymore. I think it's just what most people use. Like there was, I guess, Ruby Sass and a couple other projects, Sass built in different ways, but it's the same implementation. I guess the only two different types of Sass are indented syntax and the SCSS style. And you can use either of those styles with any of the implementations. Alright, should be done in a minute. Okay, it's installing. Booking generators from the plugins that I installed, which is just Sass. Oh, I guess I did Babel too. which is just one of the default ones. I just launched, if you're interested in Vue CLI plugins, I just created a video on my channel, Faraday Academy, where I show how to create plugins and kind of how they work under the hood. It was pretty interesting for me to learn about, so maybe you'd enjoy it too. Alright, so now, let's see. Now I have, oh wow, so Drum Machine. I thought I was inside of Drum Machine already. So Drum App, I'm going to move Drum App inside of the Drum Machine folder now. So let's see, because all the other apps are inside of their folders for that app. So move Drum Machine to, no, move Drum App to Drum Machine. Okay, so now, yeah, I only have the 3 folders, one for each project. And now if I cd into Drum Machine, cool, I see Drum App. So let me open this in the code editor then. Go in here, and then I'll also go ahead and cd into Drum App, and then I'm going to start my Vue server. So npm run serve. Alright, and that always takes a minute to build. Let me put my browser in the middle. Alright, so now that's building, and actually first I'm going to install the Incline library. And probably the best way to do that is through the CLI install. So I'll just add this real quick. So then I'm going to have to rerun. Uncommitted changes, yeah, that's fine. Okay, so that should only take a second to install and set it up for me. What's nice about using the Vue CLI plugins is that they set up all the configuration. So I can just start using the components without setting anything else up. Okay, so first thing I'm going to do is set up the grid. So let me go to the Drum Machine mockup. So it's a pretty simple mockup. I just want basically this box to be centered, and then I want a panel on top that I guess has some controls, like you can turn it off and on. There's some volume and the name of the sound that's being played, which I just gave them names in objects so they'd have a name. And then each one of these panels or buttons or whatever they're going to be, when you click on it, it'll make that sound. Okay, successfully invoked. Okay, so now Incline is installed. I don't think I need to install anything else right now, so I'm just going to do npm run serve to start the development server, and then I'll be able to see my app localhost 8080. Okay, and in my source directory, I want these clips, this clips.js file, so I'm just going to drag that in here. Let's see. Yeah, I'll just put it in the root for now. Alright, let me see. And my server's not running. Let's see. Module build failed. Compound selectors may no longer be extended. Okay, so this is an Incline problem. I already have an error, but where is this coming from? It's coming from the actual Incline components. So in the node modules, I don't know if there's anything I can do about it, except maybe downgrade my version of Incline. Balsamiq. So let me see. Balsamiq. Balsamiq mockups is, I think it's a super easy tool for developers, people who aren't professional designers, to just quickly make mockups. They have an online version now, but I have the desktop app because I like it a little bit better, but they both work. I think the online one's a subscription model. Okay, so root style sheet, consider extend to... Yeah, so this is a problem inside of the Incline library. Let me go to their GitHub page and look at their issues and see what people are doing. I'm sure someone else has had that issue, because that's literally the first thing I did when I set up the app. I wonder. Let's see. Yeah, let me copy this. Component selectors may no longer be extended. Okay, so this is a recent issue. Yeah, it seems like it's the same thing that I'm having. It shouldn't be happening on a clean installation. Which version of Node SAS? Okay, so what I might do actually is... Alright, so let me see. README, source, public, okay. Let me see. So it's setting up Incline, importing Incline components, registering them. So what I might do is I could just uninstall Incline and then get rid of the plugin and then manually add it, because what might be causing the error is, let's see, let me go back to getting started, is that I gave it this customizable flag. Oh, let's see, and its dependencies have been added to your package.json, node Sass and Sass loader. Let me just check the versions of those real quick. Let's see. Sass loader and node Sass. Okay. And then, yeah, I have Incline, and of course the plugin that installed Incline. So it's a Sass problem. Okay, so I wonder if I restart all of this. And I'm going to try this out again later to see if I should open a bug or a new issue with this. Because I literally didn't do anything after I set this app up, so it shouldn't be giving me an error already. Okay, so if shaking, let me look at the getting started. I wonder if I just do this instead, if I'm not importing certain components or passing in any options, what that's going to do. It's rebuilding. Nope, it's still doing it. So yeah, it's a Sass problem. So I wonder if I should be using Incline. I just used this in the last project and it worked totally fine. So, alright, so I guess I'm going to be using a different framework. Let me try Vue Bootstrap. That should work. We can start all over again. Read this solution in a GitHub issue. You mean on Incline? I think I didn't see any of the issues that had to do with mine. It was just that one closed issue where there was no solution. Oh, if you tried to post a link, I don't think FreeCodeCamp is letting you post a link, so I can't see it. Can you just give me the issue number? And, oh, okay. And point node Sass from the webpack like this. Const Sass equals require node Sass. Let me see. Let me look at the issue. Customizing not working. Okay. Let me see. Is issue 170. Oh, this is in Nuxt though. Getting a compile error. Module build failed. Bug report. Okay. Yeah, this is what I have. Okay. Yeah, this is the same issue though. So I don't know which issue, unless you give me an issue number. I had to remove Sass default Dart Sass to point at node Sass. Let's see. Transpiling dependencies. I could point it. I don't know. Do I want to do this? I kind of want to start just building the drum app. I think for this, I can change it later, but I think right now I'm just going to use Bootstrap Vue until I figure out what's wrong with Incline. And I believe this is just an npm install. Let's see. Yeah, so it's not recommending me to. You are using. Oh, okay, so I have to install Bootstrap Vue and Bootstrap. Okay. Icons plugin. All right. So let me just install this real quick, and this will I just need a basic grid system and some styling. That's it. Okay. That's installing. So there's no plugin. I just have to set it up in my Vue file, in my main Vue file where I render from. So main.js, and I'll put it in here. Okay, and then I guess I'll just get rid of these, and I could uninstall Incline from here. Uninstall Incline and the plugin. Okay, cool. That installed just fine. So I'm going to do an npm uninstall the plugin and let's see, Incline. Vue is imported twice now. I might have done that. Yeah. Okay. Thank you. And actually, I'll change the order of those imports. All right. And now, okay, so import Bootstrap Vue and then just vue.use. Okay, let me do Bootstrap Vue, and then if I want icons later, I'll do that. Okay, and now I'll do npm run serve. And I think, so Incline's a pretty lightweight library, so I don't think it gave me extra setup like some of the larger UI libraries did. Yeah, I don't see its own folder or anything here, so I think I got rid of it. Yeah, it doesn't even change the setup in the app.vue file. Okay. Icons plugin is defined but never used. Yeah. Alright, so I'll just add it. Okay, so that built. Okay, cool. It's working now. And I guess I'll just be using the Vue Bootstrap system. Okay, so components. Actually, I think grid, yeah, layout and grid system. So it's basically all prefixed from B container, B row, and just by, I think this gives me all the components. Like I don't have to individually import and register components because I just registered the whole library. So let me try out, I'll just start programming in my main file, my main app.vue file, and then I'm going to break up components as I need them, break things up into components. Let me get rid of all this styling too. Okay, so first thing I'm going to do is a v container to start off my grid system, and then, oh wait, it's B. I'm getting all these libraries confused. So for Bootstrap, it's B and B. Okay, and then it will be B row inside, and then B column. I think it's just col. Yeah, B col. Okay. And then here is where I can put it in the middle of the page. So let me put something in here first with some text. Okay, drum. And now from here, I can give it the regular classes. So, or maybe there are props here. Let me look in columns. Yeah, so I'll pass it in as a prop instead of as a class. So I'll do column for, so this will just be for all screen sizes. So six columns wide. And then how do I do offset? Okay, offset equals, so I think I can just do offset equals 3. All right, so that didn't work. So first let me see if there's an error here. Type checked for prop call, expected boolean got string with value of 6. Oh, I think it's calls, isn't it? I think it is calls. Let me see. Yeah, calls. So here, calls. Okay, so that didn't give me an error, but it's still, let me just see if I inspect this. Let me inspect the text. Okay, so row container class of column 6, and I wonder why they have examples. They don't really have, oh they do, okay. Let's see. Yeah, this one says calls 8, so I should be able to do that. Let's see, I have B column, so B call, and then calls of 6, and then, oh, my offset is wrong. Ah, yeah, thank you. That's what's wrong. Okay. It's still not working. So let's see, offset. Why wouldn't offset be working? Did I have an example with offset? They do have auto, so I think that centers it. And alignment, I guess that's flexbox. So you can use flexbox. Let's see. All right, so offset, let me just try to do, instead of just general calls, let me try to do a small, and then I can do offset hyphen small. See if that works. That's weird. B call, medium, offset medium. I'm closing the column. Alright, so let me put content in here and see if if something else is going to change it, I guess. Because that's weird. Yeah, I'm doing it exactly like the examples say. Let me even copy paste the example. And let me do another row. So, alright. Oh wait, I wanted to put a row in here. So B row, and then, let's see. Maybe the CSS is not being loaded correctly. Yeah, that's true, because it's not working at all. Does it say, because I didn't think it said, I thought, let's see. Oh, it does say to add imports. So, add import bootstrap view. Okay. So let me put this in the main.js file, and that should fix it. Ah, okay. Alright, that was a lot of time spent on that. Thanks for the help. Okay, let me get rid of that extra row then. Okay, and yeah. Ah, man. I guess I'm so used to setting up component libraries just by using a plugin, so I do view add and then it sets it up for me. So I forgot. I can't believe I forgot to check for the CSS. Alright, so now finally I have the drum machine. So this is actually going to be 2 cards. So the top card and the bottom card with the sound buttons. Oops. With the sound buttons or whatever these are inside. So let me look for cards here. Okay, cards. So just a basic card. And then I guess I can nest inside the cards with text or just put components directly inside. Alright, so let me just start off with a basic card. So B card and then close it. And then, oh yeah, second one. So now I have 2 and let's see. Let me start to put the controls inside. So actually I put volume in the mockup here, but I have no idea how to do sound volume in the browser. So yeah, I'll have to figure that out. Power should be easy, just make it work or not work. And then the sound name should be easy. So let me, let's see. So let me do, what do you call those things? Switches? Switch style checkbox. Yeah, that looks okay. I don't know why it's so small. Oh, that goes into other. So here are just the switches. Oh, okay, so I can put a prop large. I'm definitely going to put a prop large on that. So it's just a prop that denotes it as a switch. So it's a regular checkbox and then you pass it a switch prop and it makes it a switch. Okay, so, oh cool, and then it'll just give me the label. So I guess I'll put the label to the right. That's fine. I'm not really picky about that. So a large switch, and I'll call it the power switch. So let's see. Cool. So that switch is on and off. All right. Now what was the next one? Oh, a slider for volume. So let me try to find a slider. Do I call it a slider? It's not a carousel. I mean, it would be in forms somewhere. Maybe if I scroll. Does anyone know what that's called? Alright, maybe, I mean, Vue Bootstrap might just not have that. So, how else would you control volume? Just up and down? I guess we could skip the volume for now, and then if we needed it, we could add in another library that has a slider on it. That wouldn't be a big deal. Yeah, it seems like it doesn't have it unless it's in one of these other ones. Rating is stars, right? Yeah, kind of cool. Time picker, input, group, checkbox, bar spinner. Yeah, I don't see one here. Oh well. Oh, is it called range? Oh, range type input. Okay. Oh, they do have one. Cool. Alright. Is this the only example they have? Oh, with different step values. Okay. Yeah, the basic one is good. So basically, it's a B form input, and then give it a type of range. Alright. Okay, I'll just put it after the power and see how that looks. So, ID range. I don't even think I'll need an ID here. V model. I'm gonna have to set up the V models. Min, max. That's fine. Okay, so let me see. Alright, that looks okay. I wonder now, should I put the volume? I guess I could put the volume, yeah, make it a lot smaller and put it next to sound, because you really don't need the whole width for volume. Unless I put volume at the bottom and put power and the sound title here, and then put volume below it. Let's see. Also, if I pass something into the form input component, that probably won't be a label. Yeah, because it's not like a checkbox. So let me try to, I'll make that self-closing, and maybe I can pass in a label, which is volume. Okay. Nope, doesn't take label. So it doesn't have a list of props here. No, range inputs return their value as a string. You may need to convert the value. Yeah. Does not include styling for range inputs inside input groups. However, Bootstrap Vue includes custom styling to handle these situations until styling is included in Bootstrap. Okay, so Bootstrap 5 just came out, so I'm guessing Bootstrap 5 has styling for this. I think maybe it's still in alpha, I'm not sure. Anyway, let me add the box here to show the name first, and then I'll figure out what I'm going to do with the volume, where I'm going to put it, I guess. I saw a library on GitHub, View Bootstrap Slider. Yeah, I thought some people called it slider. I feel like I've used it as a slider before. Or maybe it's like the whole dialogue modal thing. Everyone's starting to call it a dialogue, and we seem to be losing the name modal to standardize it. Okay, B form input, and then I guess I'll be putting rows and columns inside of this card. So if I do a B row here and close the B row, and then let me put a checkbox, or not a checkbox, let me put the name box inside this row, and then let's see. Also, this is quite zoomed in. Maybe if I zoom out a little bit, it's more accurate. So let me put I don't know, a div. Do they have paper? I'm not sure if they have paper. So what do I do if I want this with like just a regular box, like an outlined box without using another card element? So in Vuetify they have something called paper, and I'm not sure. I guess I can just style it myself. That might be the easiest thing to do. Okay, I'm just gonna style it. Just make a box, a regular div, and I'm gonna call it class equals name box. Search for border. The border are the classes they have, right? For borders. Sidebar styling borders. Border. Yeah, these are utility classes for borders. So border right, border danger, those ones. Okay, so I can still make my own div here, and might not have to do a custom class, because then I can just use their utility classes for spacing too. So what is this? Let me just put a placeholder here, sound name, and here, let's see. Let me get out of components. So where are their utility classes? Let me search. Bootstrap for utility classes. Okay, so this shows these are utility classes for spacing inside the layout and grid system. Okay, so where would maybe these utility classes? Yeah, border utilities. Okay, it takes me to the actual Bootstrap. So okay, so I guess I just use these classes from Bootstrap. So I can do border, and then I don't think I want border danger or anything. Okay, cool. It gave me a border, and now I can add some margin or padding classes. So let me do padding all. Now let me do padding, let's see, on the x-axis of 4. Bootstrap has a funky way of calculating padding and margin that isn't just multiplying. So I think 4 is something like 16 pixels or close to it, maybe. And then this should be something around 6 or 8 pixels. Okay, I think that looks pretty good for a box, but it's not at all aligned here. So what I could do is add some, I guess, CSS or what do I call that? Flexbox classes inside the row. So let me see. Let me add a class of, and actually this row, I don't know if the rows default to display flex already. Let me see. Let me look inside row. Yeah, it's already defaulting to display flex. Yeah, thanks. So I don't need to put display flex in here. So I think I can just use flex elements now. So I could do what is it? Justify content. Oh, it's giving me all of them. Cool. Justify content space between is the one I want. So let me start typing justify content space between. And oh, it gave me an underscore. Do these start with underscores? Why did I do that? I don't know if I did that. Okay. So it said the row already has display flex, but maybe it doesn't. Let me try if that makes a difference. No. So let me get rid of that. Okay. So does anyone know why this isn't pushing? Let me look in the dev tools and see. Okay, so in the div, okay, so here, display flex, flex wrap, and it's not justify content. So the class isn't correct then. So let me go into the Bootstrap flex classes. Oh, I guess this would be in the utility classes as well. So let me look in regular Bootstrap for flex utilities. So where is it? Justify content there. And justify content. Okay, so it's just justify content between. So, oh, I put space between. Okay. Sweet. Okay, that works. Alright, that's pretty good. Now, I do want to add some margin to the row, just in general, and also to the card, because it's pushed up against everything else. So I'm going to add some, oh wait, I think I have to put it inside a class. So margin all, or margin top of 4. Let's see. Okay, that's good. That pushes the top card down. And, let's see. I'd also want a margin, I guess for each card, I'll just add a margin top. Margin top class equals margin top of 4. Okay, that looks pretty good. And I don't want these to be so close to the edges. So let me add a margin, let's see, I guess to the row here. So I can add a margin, margin on the x-axis of 2. Okay, that looks much better. Alright, so I have the sound name, I have the power bar, and then I like volume being below. That was too many things squished into one row. But I need some kind of a title for it. Let me put it in its own row first, so it matches the rest of the content. So B row, B row. Okay, and now I have the input. So I guess I will want an ID, actually, if I'm going to give it a label. So the ID will just be volume, I guess. Oops, volume. And then label for volume. Okay, and then yeah, just volume inside the label. Alright, and then I wanted to give this the same kind of margin spacing that I gave to the top row. So I'll add class equals mx of 2, and then I want some margin top between the top row as well. So let me see how that looks. Actually, I want more margin between the top row. Okay, cool. I think that looks pretty good. What do you think? And yeah, and now I need the buttons in the bottom card. So let me see. B row, B card. Okay, so in this card I want to do, did I get rid of my class here? I thought I had a class of margin. I guess I got rid of it at some point. Margin top of 4. And now I want to have basically square boxes that are displayed. I'm going to be looping through them too, so I'm going to want some kind of flex wrap so that I can loop through them all. So let's see. Yeah, thanks. So it's basically like the first hour trying to get the styling set up and the second hour actually doing the Vue.js work. Okay, so let me just, I guess just create squares, right? There's no like actual square class somewhere. Eventually it would be cool to have one icon in each button, but should they be buttons? I guess they should be buttons, even though they're square, not rectangle. I think it would make sense. So I'm guessing it's BTN maybe? Let's see. Where are the buttons? It's been a while since I used Bootstrap. I think it has. I don't remember the last time I did. Oh, by the way, one thing I found the other day, someone sent me, I think, is Bootswatch. They have all these free themes for Bootstrap, and there are also components and other things, which I thought was pretty cool. That you can just use any of these things and make Bootstrap look a lot nicer. Yeah, maybe if I make this drum app look nice, I might use one. Alright, so here's a button. Okay, so it's spelled out. B button, and then I can give it a variant if I want. I'll probably have outlined buttons maybe. So it's B button, and then let me just close it for now. And then I'll put sound or X or I don't know. Let's see. Let's see how that looks. Okay. Okay, that's actually square. So we're kind of square anyway. Now let me make that bigger. Maybe if I just add enough padding, that will come out to be a big square button. So class equals, although if I had a div, I would just set the size of it instead of the padding. So padding all of 4. Does it like that? Did I? Yeah, I gave it the correct padding. You know what? I don't think button is the right thing for this. I think I'm going to use a div. Div, and then I'll just put an X inside. Because that way it's not dependent on what's inside of it for spacing versus just padding a button. So let me do class equals padding. Oh, I guess I'm padding this too. I'm going to just set the size of these. So let's do class sound button. I don't know. Okay, so sound button. And now in my style tag, I can style sound button and padding all. Oh, okay. Bootstrap does P4. All right, thanks. So I'm gonna do width of 50 pixels. Height is 50 pixels because I want to set absolute heights and widths on these. Okay, so I can tell it got bigger just by, why isn't it? Yeah, now it's 50 by 50. So this is actually gonna have to be like 200 by 200. 50 is not very big. 200 pixels. Oh, did I get rid of pixels? Okay, so 200 by 200. And then I'm going to need to make the parent here. So this should already be... Oh no, this is inside a card. So what I'm going to do now is do a B row because I want to wrap all the buttons so I can loop through them. And then I think B row has not just flex, display flex set, but I think it has... flex that row wrap, so it'll just wrap the containers around. Alright, so inside of the row, and now I'll do, I'm still gonna want, I guess, justify content center. Okay, and then let me start looping through something here to display these buttons. So let me import clips into this file. So let me import, because I'm exporting this array of objects from clips, so it's not JSON or anything, so I can just import that array. So clips from clips, and then let's see, clips, let me put it on data here. So let's make a data function, turn the object, and do the clips array. So now there should be 9 clips in that file, if I counted correctly. So now I can, inside this sound button, I can, let me put it on a few rows. I can do v4 equals clip in clips, and then the key, I'm just going to use clip.name, which all of them are unique, so, because I already know that. Cool. So it's a little bit off, but it's displaying 9 of them. Let me make these a little bit smaller. So let me try 160. 160. Okay, I think that's okay if I center them and spread them out a little bit. And now let me add a border so I can actually see where they are. So class, I'm going to add a border here. Cool, I think that's actually pretty good. I don't like that I can't scroll down past this. Let me just, instead of margin just top, I'm going to replace that with the y-axis. So now I can scroll down a little bit past the bottom. Okay, so let's see, what do I want to do? These should be a little bit spaced, and the X needs to be centered vertically and horizontally, which I can do with Flexbox. And let me space these out just a little bit. So on the cards, I can do margin of 1. Okay. Alright, that looks good. And now for the border, actually, let me do border of, oh, can I do any color? Fuchsia? Does that work? No, I think it has to be one of those standard colors like warning or something. Yeah, and now the border changed. Okay, I'm gonna leave it like that. I think it looks pretty good. Oh yeah, one more thing is that the border, these cards have a border radius, but the things that I built do not. So let me see what the border radius on these are. Border, am I on the right one? Let's see. Computed, yeah, it should be here. Border left, border, yeah, here it is, 4 pixels. Okay, so border top left radius 4 pixels, so they just set them individually. Okay, so I want these cards to have 4 pixel radius because it seems like everything else does. And I'll put it here too. So I think they have a utility class for border radiuses. Let's see. Here we go. Rounded. Okay. Add border classes. So I guess rounded would be, I feel like these sizes should be standard and they don't say what the sizes are anywhere. Let me see what this actually means. So if I look at, oh, that's an SVG. Will that show me? Oh, that's 3.2 pixels. And what's this one? Okay, so, oh well, I mean, it's close enough. I'll get a little bit of a round. So let me do rounded large. Okay, that's fine. Rounded large. It's close enough to 4 for me anyway. And let me put that class here too. Oh, let me put it next to the other border class. All right. Okay, I think that looks good. It seems to match up enough anyway. Okay, so now I have all the buttons. Let me just do one more styling thing, which is move this X to center it here. And how do I do that? Let's see. I already have so many classes here. Just so many classes. So I'm just gonna put them inside of here then. Let me put, so display flex, oh wait, I can't do that down here. Display flex, align, let me do justify first. So justify content center, align, can I do align item center? Let's see. Okay, cool, awesome. And now I have everything centered. So even if I type text in there, like instead of the X, I could do, let's say clip, oh wait, let me put this in the double curly braces. So clip.name, I could put the name of the clip in there. Oh cool, I think that's actually better for right now because there's no icon associated with the clip. So to have the name of it, you can tell these aren't drums or anything. Although I do have a drum set at my house, I was thinking about recording myself do it, but I'd have to move my whole audio setup into another room to record each sound, and I just said, okay, well, I'm just going to use these free MP3 files. Oh, one more thing. I do want to style, so on hover, I do want to style, let's see, what was it? Oh, the mouse pointer. So cursor. Is it pointer cursor or cursor pointer? I think it's cursor pointer. Yeah, and now I have, it looks like it's clickable. Cool. So it's not perfect styling, but it's okay, I think. Okay, thanks. Yeah, I can't remember. CSS is just a memorization language kind of, so it's like if you're not in it every day, it's like you forget the exact terms you have to use, I guess. So what do I want to do next? So I have all the clips. Let's try to play sounds, right? So let's make a function, a method here. So methods. Oh no, I hope you can hear the sounds. Oh wait, I think I have system audio muted, but maybe I can make it so you can hear. Well, let me get the sounds playing first and see if you can hear them. So let's see, play clip. So this function, it's gonna have to take in the name of the sound, that URL. So I'm gonna have to pass in the exact clip. And then this is where I'm planning on using the, what is it, JavaScript, the audio constructor. So audio, not the HTML5 audio tag, but the, well, this should come up somewhere. New audio, yeah, this is it. Not a lot of details here. All right. Yeah, so basically I can create a new audio element and play sounds in the browser. That's as much as I can say about that. I thought it would show like, oh yeah, here. So once you create that audio element, you can do .play, and yeah, there are other things called like pause, .pause. I should really contribute to that documentation with some examples. All right, so that's what I'm going to be using, and I think that I can pass these in dynamically, which I hope is going to work. So let's do let s equal new audio. So use the JavaScript constructor, and then I'll pass in the clip, which actually, let me call it clip URL, so there's no confusion about what I'm passing in, not the whole object, just passing in the URL. And then S is now this audio object. So now I should be able to do s.play. Alright, so no pause feature or anything yet, but that's okay. So I guess to do pause I'd have to put it on data and do some other things, I don't know, to capture which clip is playing so I could pause it. So, okay, so now when I click on this button, I need to have some kind of, I guess I'll just put an @click to capture the click event directly on that div for my square buttons. So, @click is, oh yeah, the method I just made, play clip, and then pass in the clip URL. So let's see, pass in the clip dot, what did I call that in clips? Oh, I called it clip, so it's clip.clip. I'm gonna change this real quick, sorry, 1 second. So clip, replace it with URL. Okay, that is much better. Now it's just URL. Okay, so now I can do clip.url, pass that into play clip, and I'm gonna make sure my volume is on, yeah. Yes, can you hear that? It says that system audio is playing through my stream, so. This does not sound like a drum set at all. Okay. I do like the puppy sounds though. That's kind of nice. Okay, thanks. Thanks for confirming that. Alright, so this plays the clip. That feels good. Oh yeah, the sound name. I need to be capturing which sound is playing so that I can update the sound name. Cool. Hi Bruce, how are you? Let's see. I guess, yeah, I'll just have like current sound, current clip, since I'm using the clip terminology. So let's say empty string at first, and then, or latest clip, because it's not current clip if it doesn't change after the clip ends. So, or last played. I don't know, that's fine. So let me do, so I'll do this dot last played equals, okay, and then in this case I can't just pass in the clip URL. I'm gonna have to pass in the whole clip. So I'll have to pass in the name and the URL. And then here I'll update this to URL, and then last played will be set to the name. Okay, so now I have to update that here. So, oops. Oh wait. Here I'll just pass in the whole clip, and then I'm pulling URL and name off of that. And what's the other thing? Oh yeah, the sound name. So I'm gonna have to put last played here. Oh, that kind of stinks, because when it's empty it turns into this shriveled thing. I'm gonna have to put a default sound. Okay, yeah, I'm gonna have to put a default there. No sound or something, so it doesn't just fold with no text inside. Okay, cool. Alright, so let me hook up the power switch then and see. So what should I do for the power switch? I guess the easiest thing to do would be to put something on data, like a boolean on or off, and then have an if statement inside play clip. But what I should actually do is make these disabled so you can't click on them, or show that they're disabled, like gray them out somehow. So I could do a class. Okay, let me v-model the checkbox here. So put this on 2 lines. So that power switch, let me v-model that so I can capture the value equals power. Should I do is power? No, because power can mean different things. So is on, oh no, in JavaScript I should do camel case. So is on, so in data now I'll do is on. Oh, let me start off with true, and then you can turn it off if you want. Okay, cool. So it's definitely mapping now, because it starts off as true, and then it goes off. Alright, so now I have to disable these buttons, which I'm going to do through an if statement, unless someone else has a better idea. So, and then I can add a class to the buttons to kind of show the user that they're disabled. Since they're not actual buttons, they're divs, so I'll just change the class or something. Oh yeah, instead of sound button, maybe I'll have disabled button or something. I don't know. Okay, so if this dot is on, then I can do all that stuff. Alright. But now it's off. It doesn't do anything. Sweet. But now I don't want these classes. So I want to gray them out somehow. So I don't know. What should I do? An overlay? Or something? Let me make a new class here. So let's call this button disabled and say now let's change the border color. I guess border now will be gray. So okay, so now if it's off. Oh, I'm not actually applying the class. Oh man. Okay, so button disabled. Now I have to conditionally toggle the class. So let's see. How do I want to do this? So, because there's a bunch of classes here. So let me see. So I can do object syntax or array syntax. And if I want to toggle, so I think, let me look this up. So Vue.js dynamic classes. And yeah, I think if I do object syntax, I can put the rest of the classes after the object, right? And then I don't have to put them all inside the object. So I could just have, no, I don't think I can do that. So I think maybe I need an array here then. So maybe I need an object inside of an array. Let's see. And then this would be inside of a string. And then inside the object, it would be, so I'd be checking is on, and then if it's is on, then I want my class button disabled. So I'm gonna have to put that in quotes. So button disabled. So it doesn't like this. So I think I need a comma here maybe. Oh yeah, it seems to do okay with that. That's good. So if is on, oh, if not is on, so meaning if it's not on, then the button is disabled. Okay, let me try that. Doesn't like it. Okay, let me see what's going on with the buttons. So, okay, now, okay, so it is adding the class properly because it's changing, and now it's adding button disabled to all the buttons. But my problem is now in my CSS. So do I do border color? But border, let's see. No, I think because it's putting that class first, that's why. So I would have to put this class at the end, basically. Let me do this on 2 lines. So I would have to put this class at the end. So actually, I'm gonna get this out and paste it after. Oh yeah, and then put that back. Okay, so now it should work. No, it doesn't work. It doesn't like that. Let's see, why isn't it changing the border color though? So I have button disabled here. And it's called button disabled here. That's good. It might still be putting the class at the beginning. Okay, so border bottom color, border left color. I mean, for this small app, I could just do an important statement because it's not overwriting it. So I'm wondering if that's what Bootstrap has. Let me look at the rules. Yeah, that's what they're doing. They're doing border color important. So to overwrite their important, I'm going to have to use another important statement because that's how importance work. Everything is more important. All right, so that's fine, whatever. It's not. Okay, that's good. And now if it's on, it goes orange, and if it's off, it goes. Yeah, that's what I have right now. I don't know. Maybe you said that a long time ago, though, about the sound button. I don't know how long the lag is right now. Hopefully it's not too long. But sometimes on YouTube it can get a bit long. Yeah, this is the same thing I had. Maybe it wasn't when you said that comment though. Oh, I guess it's not because it's not is on. But yeah, the important did it because Bootstrap is using important statements. But I want to make it look like more disabled than it is. You know, because this looks like it still could be a button. Oh, also the pointer needs to go away. I should do an either or class really. Except I want some of these things like, actually I want all of these things except the hover. So, oh, you know what I could do though, is border warning. What if I put this inside here too? So that way I don't need the border gray, right? Let me see. Let me take out the border gray and see. Because that way, if it's not on, oh, now it's opposite. Oh, right. Okay. Well, never mind, because I forgot I'm doing it if it's not on display these classes. Okay, so that was a bad idea. let me go back. I could do another, so I guess I could do a ternary here, like is on. And I don't know, would that be inside a nested, like let me see if I can do a ternary here. And do, so here I would have to do is on. Yeah, I could do two objects. That would definitely work. I'm gonna try to do this. So let me get rid of that. And then I can do, so if it's on, oh no, I don't want the button to be disabled. Let's see. I want water warning. Oh wait. And then if it's not on, I want the other one. I think this is gonna work. And that way I don't have to do two objects inside. I can just check is on once. It's not giving me an error, so I think it will work. Yeah, that works. Cool. Awesome. So let me now change. I don't know. Should I add an overlay? I could add a background just to make it look more disabled. Like background color of light gray. And then let me turn it off. I don't know. And then get rid of the mouse. Actually, you know, there's one mouse pointer that has like an X. Let me look that up, because cursor mouse pointers CSS. Help wait crosshair, cursor crosshair, or cursor not allowed. Let me see which one would look better. So now let me go to hover. So, and hover, and then cursor, which one should I try? Oh, crosshair. Oh no, that's not what I want. I thought this was something different. That's not at all. That looks like I can drag and select. What about not allowed? Yeah, not allowed. This one, I don't know if you can see it. It has the little circle with the line through it in it. Okay, so I'm gonna do not allowed. Not allowed. Okay, cool. Now it really looks disabled, like you can't do anything. And now if I put the power back on, you can click on. Okay, that all works now. So what should I do? I guess I should do volume. I actually have no idea how to do this. I don't think I've ever done volume in the browser. Let's see. So JavaScript, audio, what the audio constructor volume. Audio context. I wonder if it's audio context. Okay, this probably doesn't say anything. Yeah, so that doesn't say anything. Let me look in audio context real quick. Interface represents an audio processing graph built from audio. No, I don't think that's what I want. Create gain, create. Is that what I want? I really have no idea. I could just look straight up like how to set volume in JavaScript. Let's see if this is what they're doing. Okay, this person is trying to play and mix multiple sounds, play the same sounds, interrupt playback. Let me see if they have volume. Okay, so this was in 2012. The web audio API is now supported, although there are a lot of issues, no common volume controls. Let me see the link that it provides. Oh, it goes to the GitHub page. Okay, web audio API editors draft. So this is the absolute latest from 2020. An audio param interface for controlling an individual aspect of an audio node's functioning, such as volume. Oh, you said document my audio. Oh, I can change it audio.volume. So I could do it here then, right? So let's see. I could do s.volume equals 2 or 0.2. 0.2. Let me close this then. All right. Yeah, that does work. Cool, thanks. Yeah, so I guess, yeah, let me do it to equal this dot range, and then I'm gonna have to give it a default here. So, let's say, actually, min max. So range has a min max. Where is range? Here it is. So min 0, max 5, and vmodel of value. Let me change the value to range. Or, no. Let me change it to volume. Okay, so volume, and then I'll put it here. So this will be volume, and let me start it off at 2, so in the middle. And then here it will be volume. Cool, thank you. Thanks for that. Nope. Oh, wait, I think this... Does this have to be a 0 to 1 number? I think it might have to be. Let me look at whatever you... W3 schools. Yeah, that's what I thought. Thanks. 0 to 1. Okay, so the lag can't be too bad, because that seemed to... Your comment seemed to come up pretty quick. DOM audio volume property. Yeah, so this is the same thing. Dot volume. Alright, let's see. So I guess I'll divide it by... It's 0 to 5, man. I can't even think right now. So let me divide it by 5. Oh wait, right? This dot volume divided by 5, and it should be 0 to 1. So by 10. Oh, cool. That works. That works really well. Thanks. I divided it by 5 because my max here is 5. So it's 1 to 5. 0 is off anyway because you're going to have 0 divided by 5, so it's 0. So it won't play any sound. Okay. Cool. I didn't even know how to do volume before today. So that's off. This is on. Yeah, it's not a huge difference, but it is a difference. Thank you. Thanks for all your help. So is there anything else I should do? Let's see. It's been an hour and 37 minutes, so there's like 20 more minutes left. What else could you do with a drum machine? I guess get actual drum sounds. But this was one thing that I didn't realize because I guess I thought I'd have to use the audio tag, but it's cool that I can just pass in a URL dynamically to the audio constructor and it just plays. That's pretty cool. I think this is a nice API. Oh, what if we try to set up the pause? I think that's going to be a lot harder. So pause. I think this should actually be stop. Stop, right? Not pause because I'm not really pausing. I'm stopping. So, let's see. So I would need this instance of audio. I think I need this stored on data so that I can run stop on it basically. Because then I could do this dot current clip. No. Like this dot audio, current audio maybe. Because that's the audio object. And then I could do dot stop. Run dot stop. Or is it dot pause? There should be a dot stop, right? But the only one I know for sure is dot pause. So let me see if this works. So I would do current audio, which at first would just be an empty object. And what else? So, oh yeah, so I need to actually do that here. So then this would be this dot current audio. And then I would do, yeah, basically here. Oh no, I would set this after, so let me do, I don't like using S then. I guess I could change it to A, and then this dot current audio equals A, and then I could stop it here, basically. Oh, but if I'm just pausing, it's going to pause in the middle of the clip. Then I need to reset it, right? Reset it back to the beginning of the clip. Let me see how this works. A is not defined. Oh, right. So, actually I'm not redefining it here, so let me do const. Okay. Oh yeah, I need a stop button. How do I stop? Should I just do a pause button in the middle here? I could change it into a pause button until it's done playing and then change it back into the name. I think that would be pretty cool. Let me add a pause button here just so I can test this out real quick, up at the top. So in between power and last played, let me add B button, and I guess the variant, is it called variant? Could be, I don't know, info. So it's a different color. And then what do I want to say? Oh yeah, pause or stop. Okay, stop. Cool. And now I can add an at click to this. So at click equals oh yeah, stop. It's just stop. That's my method name. So let me try this. Oh, it's not fast enough because all these clips are like 1 second long. I think it did stop. Yeah, it did. Okay, So stop works. And it didn't sound like I had to reset it. Do I have to reset it back to 0? Let me try to stop the van door. Yeah, it does stop. And then it does start over again. So I guess pause just started the clip over. I don't know if that's the intended behavior, but that's what it seems to be doing. Okay, so that seems to work. Now my cat's meowing for attention. Let me, actually, because everything else is outlined, let me outline that button. It looks like an eyesore in the middle of everything. Or I wonder if I should just put stop. No, because then I would have to know, I would have to time when the clip stopped and then change it back to the name. I don't have time for all that because I don't think I have time to figure out how to do that. But that would be an interesting thing if I could do that. Let me just fix the button for right now. Let me fix, oh, I can just do outline dash. So let me do outline dash then, info. So outline dash info. Okay, that looks a bit better. Yeah, and this looks clickable. This looks like it's not clickable, so that's good. There should be a resume if you want to resume. But I'm not sure if it's saving the current, like is it saving the current state? So when I stop, is it saving that? Because I guess play starts over at 0. Thanks. Way funnier. I could actually make music like this, right? Oh, there should be a repeat. Like, I should be able to toggle these on repeat, so you can actually make a song. I wonder how to do that. So, let's see. Also, right now, stop. If I'm doing multiple things, it just stops the last one, not like every single sound. What do you mean, no? No, you don't like the random sounds? Or no, it's not music? Or I don't know what no means. Or you don't want repeat. I guess that's not really a drum machine. Or yeah, drum machine, you would have repeat. Oh, don't mix these sounds. Oh, don't mix them, because if I have repeat, then I'll have the horse sound over and over again with poker chips and everything. Yeah, they're not the best sounds to put together. Okay. Well, so some ideas were that I could do resume on the sound, but the sound starts over, so I guess also when I play it again, I'm setting this to a new current audio. So yeah, I wonder if there's a way to know like when a clip finished. How would I know when a clip finishes? Because then I could check to see if a clip finishes, and I could actually have a current audio array, and I could be watching the array, check when a clip finishes, and then take it out of the array. I think that would be the more advanced way to do this. Let me actually see. I know I'm stuck on the repeat, but let me see if there's JavaScript audio repeat. Oh, you can do loop. I have to try this. I have stop, so I'll be able to stop it. Let me do loop here. So, do I do it instead of play? Is that what I do? Let me try a.loop. Let me do something not too bad. No, it doesn't play. So I think I need to do before play. Okay. So I think I need to... okay. Let's try this here. Didn't work. A.loop is not a function. So... oh, element.loop equals true. Okay. Alright, so it's a property. So let's do .true and try this. Okay. Let me refresh. Shoot. Turn it all the way up. Shoot arrow. Cool. So I guess I could have a toggle that says loop or not loop. But the problem is... okay, so what I'm going to do now is actually stop the currently playing sound. If there's a current sound, I'm going to call stop first before I set a new audio and do all this stuff. Because otherwise I'm not going to be able to stop old sounds right now. So I'm going to do that real quick. So I'm going to run this .stop first. Oh wait, that's a method. So I'll run this .stop to make sure all other audio stopped, because otherwise multiple things might be looping. And then I can have a loop toggle. So let me do loop, and I'll set that to false. And I can do a dot loop here is this dot loop, and then I'll have a toggle up at the top. And I think this will be the last thing that I can do in this stream. So the power, so okay, let me put this loop, maybe I'll just put it around in the second row with the volume. And let me say loop, 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 and let me say loop. Okay, so that's kind of messy. Something's wrong here. This .current audio .pause is not a function. Oh, because if the current audio is stopped already, I guess it removes itself, or it's no longer a callable method. So I'm gonna have to say, what should I do? So if this dot, if this dot, where is it? Current audio. Wait, let me just do a try catch here. That's probably the quickest thing to do. Try and then catch. So I'll just log out the error, not as an error, but just as that. Oh yeah, I need to close the catch. All right. So yeah, I logged out the error. Okay, that's looping properly. So let me stop. Didn't throw an error because it was still playing that time. So let me turn loop off. Cool, so looping does work. This is messy. Let me fix the mess in the top real quick. I wonder if that should be below, like I could do another B row maybe, if there are more options, and then I can add, I can add looping there. Of course, in these other B rows, there are more styling options, so maybe I want to add those too. I didn't get the space in there. Okay, that's better. It's not really good looking, but at least it's not on top of each other. Okay, cool. Yeah, so I guess that's it for the drum machine. Let me push my code, what I have from today. So I'm inside the drum app right now. Let me just cd up one directory in case I have changes from there. And let's see, git status. Oh yeah, because I moved clips.js, so good. I'll catch all those changes too. So let me do git add, wait, let me make sure I did my git ignore properly first. So I have a git ignore, yeah, I just wanted to make sure I had added my git ignore first. Okay, so that should handle all that. So I can do git status, that will add the Vue app and the drum machine. So I'll do git add, just add everything. Git commit -m. Code, drum machine code from live stream on July 3rd. Cool, which is a holiday weekend here in the US. Thank you, Sashi. It was nice having you. Thanks for all the help. So let me refresh this here. Cool. I think it was more fun after I got the styling worked out at the first 20-30 minutes. But yeah, I'm going to try to figure out why incline wouldn't work after the stream. Alright, so here's all of the app. The drum machine, so markdown previewer, and quote machine. Let's see. And then next week, so next Friday, I'll be doing the next app, which I actually don't know what it is yet. So let's see. Here's the drum machine. Oh, if I go into learn, I can see all the front-end projects, front-end libraries. Yeah, so drum machine. Oh, okay, calculator. Oh, I actually built a calculator too 5 years ago. I built the calculator actually for this project. So I'm going to have to find my old code. I definitely did it in React. And I think I've done one in jQuery too. So yeah, we'll see. I'll probably be shocked at what my code looked like back then. All right, yeah. JavaScript calculator and then a Pomodoro clock. I remember my Pomodoro clock. That was like, it looked kind of like a time machine, really weird UFO style. So those two are coming in the future. And then after that, I want to build kind of a bigger project, more of the style that I do on my regular channel. Yeah, thanks TechStats. Thanks for joining me in the chat. It was nice getting to chat with everyone this week. Yeah, if you are interested in Vue.js, like Vue content, I publish Vue videos and live streams on my Faraday Academy channel if you want to check it out. Thanks, Bruce. Thanks for watching. Yeah, I hope you learned something from today, and feel free to leave me a comment below or come over to my channel and you can see how to contact me from there. So have a great day, everybody. Take care.